Hi guys, welcome to another video on Path of Exile. My name is Wilfred, Christmas Day. So I thought maybe I should do a labyrinth cruel version. I have not done it for this character before. I'm playing a raider, level 60-ish. So I think the labyrinth is about level 55 for the cruel version. I'm never a big fan of labyrinth, but these days I'm getting more comfortable with the mechanic of it, so I thought maybe it's a good time to get the extra 2 ascendancy points for my radar, which is what you see here. And there are some crazy moments like this one that it can get a little bit scary. As you will see in just a bit, there are quite a number of scary moments. The boss fight though is rather alright because I think I've got a really strong build. So this is going to be the boss fight number 1. Rather short to come to the boss dungeon here. Now, as you know, the boss fight has 3 phases, and each phase have some mechanic to it. You can make it more difficult or easier on the last fight depending on your decision here. So I was just waiting for, okay, so there's a guardian here, so I just need to take this down. I could leave him alive, the lieutenant, but then that would actually make my final fight more difficult if I'm not wrong. So there are altogether 3 lieutenants, so I just need to make sure that the 3rd one is there. I just kite the boss around, and after that just spam all the molten strike balls onto the lieutenant. So it's just a bit of kiting, avoiding any heavy hitting mechanic from the boss himself. Drop the totem, and then after that, yep. So just do what I can, and that is it. That is phase 1. So it's rather it looks easy, but the hard part is the traps, as you will see in just a bit. I'm always very bad at the traps part, and in fact, I've got one of the potion that remove bleeding, or immune to bleeding, which is I think the mana one. But I don't know. It doesn't seem to work that well. It may be something that I've done wrong. I don't know. So I just need to wait until this guy come up, and then after that, shot in. There are some lever here that I can never understand what it really does, but I think whatever you see, pull it, and there are some arrow that's shooting. There's another lever that go in the chest, kind of thing. So try not to get hit by those things because it poison you, I think, and also slow you down with the bleeding part to it as well. And for those who are new, when this is a labyrinth that you cannot die inside, because if you die, that you have to start it all over again. So your character cannot get defeated inside. Only one shot. So that was rather bad. I got hit, and then there's some yeah. So it was a scary moment there, a little bit scary. So still working my way through the labyrinth. Oh man, I mean, watching this, when I played this, my heartbeat was constantly at the high level because of the light radius. You don't really get to see what is in front, and suddenly there's a trap, and then you could just get defeated within like seconds or sub-seconds in this game. It's very fast. It's a fast-paced game. Your reaction time has to be really fast to try to stay alive there. And there is a strong box, and as you know, strong box can be identified, and because there are some that with better kind of like affixes than others, so do that. So it's a jeweler. So see, this one is not a good affix. I can change it with the yep. So I can change it. So this one, well, more relative rarity of item. So why not? So I'm going to open this one here. And just get out from there. Alright, then I've got 1 card, so it's nothing really memorable there. I don't know how rare the card is, but anyway, it's something that I will probably play a bit more in time to come, the card part. I haven't exchanged any card in this game before. So another strong box, and let me just like upgrade some gems here as well. And yeah, that's it. Well, by the way, this is pre-recorded, just in case you wonder. Ignite, this is not a good affix, I change it. Not a good affix, I change it again. Then you say, well, rare, monster, and whatnot. Give it a shot. 2 extra shortcuts. Why not? It's a lot of explosion. So, yep, that is like, well, it's not 6 link. That would be nice though. I mean, get a 6 link. Okay, wait until this guy is completely off, then go the high ground. Alright, and there's a fast casting support. And I was like, have got to be careful. Alright, I think there's actually a website that tells you the map, like where to go. I haven't really looked into that, so it is a little bit, yeah, it's something that I haven't done yet. And I try to see which one is the remove bleeding, and in fact, so the first one is the elemental resist, the second one I can't remember, the third one is the remove bleeding, then one of them is remove curse. So each flask have some mechanic to it, and the last one is I get lucky, so a lot of crit. So usually boss fight I pop the last one, and yeah, and that is how I roll. Otherwise I just like casually run through things, and if it's a large pet, especially elite, then I'll just take them down. Otherwise I'll ignore them these days. Sometimes I use it too. So yeah, this is the next part, which is good. Main path. I could veer out to get some silver key or other loot as well, but I think I just want to get my ascendancy points, and that was my mission. Alright, another upgrade on my hatred. So I'm trying to upgrade the hatred as well, and see how that goes in a bit. Alright, there's some shrine here that give you extra buff, and yeah, just progressing through this labyrinth. Elite, I may as well get it. There's a crawl there. Also, there's something on the ground. You have to pay attention to those things as well. And there are things that I shouldn't have come here, and I got poked. I say, okay, and yeah, I was just wondering where should I be going. So that I should have just avoided that part anyway. In any case, I was a little bit distracted because I was thinking of the there's a Herald of Thunder over there. Well, so there's a loot there. It's called the Heart of the Gargoyle, and with that I would be able to one-shot one of the gargoyle later on. Pick that up. Thank you. And yeah, I'm trying to see where to go. And well, okay, so that was scary as well. That was really sort of close. Yeah. So I realized that, okay, so that is not the right way. May have to explore other options as well. Okay, this is a fire thingy. So I was about to go down and realize that, there is a fire. So have to wait for a bit, and I could just level up my gem, I guess. But I was too, like, okay, fine. Alright, I hate this fire thing because you never know what happened, and there's some spike here and there, and it's bad, and after that I say, where should I go? It's getting hot, and well, this thing could kill you very, very fast if you're not careful, by the way, the fire. Yeah, and I was just timing myself, how am I going to get through this one? So just be patient a little bit, try not to get too, like you know, when you are in a hurry, that is when you may make mistake. You can't afford to make mistake in this, like you know, dungeon here, because any mistake could be very, very costly, I must say. So this is the one that labyrinth again as well, but I just want to take down these guys to give a little bit of XP. Yeah, so that is about it. Why am I coming back here? Come on, guy, go there. Okay, the next one. Usually this is the part when I just deposit everything I looted into one of the stash. Yeah, just pick an empty one, chuck everything inside, so I don't need to think about it right now. My focus is very much onto the labyrinth itself. Alright, so next bit is the gargoyle, and I have to make sure that I kill them off because they buff the boss, or I could have lived them on to give extra buff towards the end and give me extra reward. I think looking back, With my DPS, I think that's fine. See, I one-shot the guy. With my DPS, I think I'm fine. Just that, you know, I just want to eliminate anything that is, you know, unpleasant. If I, yeah. So I think that, I mean, you know, as you can see, it's rather strong, this build. I've got a bit of leeching as well, you know, after the nerfing of the leeching. I think this claw build is still pretty alright. So yeah, so that's phase 2. My heart was actually beating really fast at this moment because it's so close to getting it. So I need to check my location. It branches off left and right, so I would not get to see the boss next round. So I still need to do a little bit of like a Mario brother thing. And when you see a rail like this, it's always not a very good news. So I do not know what happened. I went in. There's a switch. I think a switch will then switch this thing to the other side. I don't know, man. I mean, I think I saw like pretty lousy here. I do not know why I need to flip the switch here and there, but I think you know, yeah. And after that, I got stuck here, and that is terrible. So I got trapped inside this. I have no other choice but to eat it. And then I just time myself, go there, and then after that, right, it can just actually dash through it, and it seems quite okay. Yeah, but I'm trying to minimize the amount of like bleeding that I'll get from these traps. And the it could be hard. Could be hard. You know, definitely labyrinth is not for the faint-hearted ones. Some farm it. So I guess if you get to the farm status, you get used to the mechanic. It becomes rather straightforward, and I mean that's good. I think it all comes with the, you know, the amount of practice that go along with it. So long as your build is pretty good, you get the right potion and so on. Yeah, that's doable. Now I just need to work my way through 2 more. I think yeah, there's a strong box here. Well, I could identify it, but what's the point anyway? Because I don't have an orb that will change their fixes. And there's a ghost there. It's good because ghosts will buff all the enemy and have rather good kind of like you know, result. So I just pick what I can, and I'm trying to get a chance orb as well as part of the challenge. So I'm trying to get a whole set of level 1 to 59, I think, items, and so that I could exchange for an orb of chance as part of the challenge. Alright, I'm just gonna work through this guy here, and yeah. Yeah, it's so important to have a right build. It feels so much more comfortable because there's already a lot of challenge within the labyrinth. The last thing you want is you know, the mobs that can also kill you, and that would be, yeah, not that desirable. So I just going through the whole thing, trying to find the where the entrance is. I think it's up north if I'm not wrong. So yep, that is yet another indoor. Where am I? So like I said, I mean, you know, it's either up or down. Doesn't really matter which way it is. So I mean, I just enter these walkways. This will be the second last zone before the boss fight. Yeah. So there are 2 of them. So one lead to the boss, another one is not. So I'm trying to find one that leads to the boss, and yes, there's a flask there. J flask is to increase evasion while I'm using a flask, so it could be quite useful because it helps you dodge a lot of things. So yeah, that's another one I need to upgrade. I think that's 45 if I'm not wrong. I don't have to upgrade 45, just that it helps me as I charge across. It gives me a bit more melee damage, that's all. Yep, there's a ghost there, and I'm very determined to capture this tormented soul. Yeah, that's right. So that's it. A bit of orbs there. Chromatic orb is always good to reroll the color of your especially the color of the socket, especially when you are using items that are not you know, doesn't match with the color of the dam, that you use a lot of these kind of orbs. Try your luck to get the color combination that you want. So this is the last bit, and the because I have killed off the lieutenants as well as the gargoyle, so it's not going to be a challenging fight. I just need to make sure that you will see it's quite interesting, because it's different from the normal version. Is that there are some traps that I need to be aware of. So usually when I come in, I take a look. Okay, so there are some traps around. I think there are some the poison dash dart as well. So I just need to make sure that whoa, that was half gone, man. So I just and I got teleported, but otherwise it's rather alright. It's not too hard. I think if you look back at the normal fight, it was more like, you know, exciting. So that is the guy there, man. Look, it get floated up, right? It's nice. I didn't notice that until today. So the artwork is beautiful of this game. I didn't go for the loot straight away. I went for the ascendancy pawn. So I've got the I'm a raider, so I'm getting 2 pawn towards the avatar of the slaughter. Give me extra frenzy, and frenzy also give me other buff as well. So that is the mission here. There are some extra kind of loot, nothing good. I mean, I don't think this run was profitable in terms of loot wise, but yeah. And I can enchant my boot or glove. Since I have something on my glove, then I may as well enchant my boot. It's a random thing, so I've got the mana regen and life regen, but because I chose Vow Pact, so I would not have the life regen. I may want to do it again for a different kind of like enchant. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, you guys have a lot of advice for me. So thank you very much for watching. It's been a really fun ride, and Merry Christmas to you all. Bye.